Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. My tone is a little bit different right now because this box and I, we have decided that we're frenemies. So I was going to do a tutorial on how I made this box, which it is going to follow this, but I did one huge mistake. I made the size of my lid the same size as my bottom. So obviously the lid is not going to fit over the box. So it wasn't really a tutorial. It was more of me just showing you how to use the P3 tape. So I'm not going to put the measurements in the description box. I know on the quote-unquote tutorial, I tell you the measurements, but yeah, if you want an actual box with a lid, don't follow this tutorial. If you want a box like this that hinges up, then go ahead and follow the tutorial. I don't know what I was thinking. I made the lid and so this piece right here and the bottom piece the same exact measurement. So obviously when you have a box like this, they can't be the same length. You know, they have to be a little bit bigger, slightly bigger, so that way your lid goes over your box. So I get all of it done, and then I realize the mistake that I did, and then I'm like so mad. I'm glad I cut the video because I was legit was cussing. And then I said, okay, you know what? I walked away. David got me an apple pie because, you know, food solves everything. And then I came back and was like, wait, I can just add the lid as a hinge, like so, right? So you'll see it on the video, and I was super happy. But when I ended that video, Dave and I were getting ready to watch our show, so I just ended it. And then I came back and I added P3 tape here in the middle, and then I decorated the box. I decorated pretty much the same as the cover. I did a few little different, I didn't do the backing paper, and then I just put the arrows instead of the tab. Just slightly different. I did add the sticker heart, but yeah. So now my album fits in the box perfectly. It does fit perfectly. It's just the bag has a lot of air, but I'm going to keep it in the bag just so she can pull it out. And now it's a hinge box. Now it's a keepsake box that she can take the album out and use the box for different kinds of goodies or whatever. I wish I had my closures to where, you know, like the little hook and the little hook closure thing. The only thing I have here are brads, but I don't have anything other than blue velvet yarn. Not yarn, but it's like a ribbon, but it's blue velvet ribbon. And I could probably get away with it because of blue suede shoes and it kind of matches this, but I was like, no, I didn't like it. So I'm just not going to put a closure. I don't want it to look tacky with two brads and some velvet ribbon. And then I'm going to have to mat the inside because, you know, we got to cover the brad prongs up and everything like that. So I really want to get this in the mail. I don't want to take up any more time fooling with brads and stuff like that. So I'm just going to leave it as is. She can lift it up, remove the, the mini album, and then use the box. She is a crafter too, so she could probably add her own closure if she wants to. But yeah, so if you want to see me put the P3 tape on here, if you want to learn how to use tape instead of paper hinges, continue watching the video. If not, you can fast forward kind of to the end and see me like, ah! All right, guys, thanks so much. Here's the faux tutorial. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I am in the middle of making a presentation box for the mini album that I made. And so I thought maybe I would just flip the camera on and show you guys. Obviously, I already cut all of my chipboard, and I've already done the bottom, so we're just going to do the lid on camera. But my chipboard to fit this album was 5.5 by 7.25, 2 pieces of that, and then 2 pieces of 2 by 7.25, 2 pieces of 2 by 5.5, and then 2 pieces of 1 by 7.25 and 2 pieces of 1 by 5.5. So I am using the P3 tape, which I love. I'm getting so much better at it. And this is what I did. So I cut my tape, P3 tape, masking tape, whatever tape you're using, to 7.25. I need 2 pieces. I'm kind of just making the tape like we do the paper hinges. I'm not sure if this is Kathy's way. I just haven't done any of the tutorials yet that she used the P3 tape to make a box. So I'm just winging it. All right, then I'm doing 2 pieces at the 5.5. And then I'm going to do 4 pieces that are at 1 inch. These are going to be my hinges. Oh, that is little. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm using my blade that I have from my chipboard. Basically, my chipboard blade is a blade that was too dull to cut paper. So then that becomes my chipboard blade. But this also has a lot of fibers because it's fabric, and so I didn't want to dull my paper blade, and so I used my chipboard blade, and it works just fine. Okay, so again, this is just how I did it. This is my interpretation. It might be right. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off and lay it down. And I'm going to go ahead and lay my chipboard more than halfway because my side piece is only 1 inch. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and do my other piece, my other 7.25 piece. The worst part about this tape is taking the backing off, but I absolutely love the backing, so I could probably take it off with a pokey tool or something. There we go. Okay, backing off. You could do 1 at a time. You could do all 4 at a time. I'm just going to do 2 at a time, I think. I mean, obviously your tape doesn't have to be exactly straight, but I like it straight, so. Okay, making sure it's on there. This one, I didn't put it on evenly, but that's okay. I'm just going to cut off the excess. All right, so now I'm going to take my side, which is the 1 by 7.25. Get rid of any of these little fuzzy things. Okay, I'm going to place my hinge all the way, just put it up against that board. And then I'm going to pull this up really tight in the middle. I mean, I was really pulling because you want to make sure that you don't have any bumps on your edge. So pull tight and smooth towards a corner. Pull tight up. And make sure you have that straight edge. Look at how well I'm doing with this tape, just practicing I'm very proud of myself. All right, so we're gonna do our second piece. We're gonna butt this right up to, and this, you would do the same thing with your paper hinges. Instead of tape, you would just cut cardstock, which would be 1 inch by 7¼ scored at 1/2 on the short side, and then you would just put your score tape on either side of your score line, and then use that as a hinge. There's a ton of videos using those paper hinges. I have a couple. So there we go. So see, if this was a paper hinge, instead of the tape, you would put the score, where's my score tape? Right here. You would have your hinge, which would be 1 inch by 7¼ You have it scored down the middle like this, and then you would put your score tape on the inside. So you just run it on the inside like that, on that side, and you'd run it on that side. And then you would just do the same thing. You put it on the bottom, make sure it presses down, take your hinge, butt it right up against, and you're pulling that paper the same exact way. Same exact way, but you're not going to pull it as hard as you do your P3 tape because it's cardstock and cardstock will crack. All right, so we have our other two pieces, which are our, whatever the width of the tape is by 5½. And we're coming up here. And again, line it up if you wish. Stuck to my finger. Okay. Here. And apply it. Get your other piece and apply it. Oh my gosh. Like I said, the most time-consuming part is trying to get the backing off. There's probably a better way than what I'm doing, but I don't know it yet. So when I learn it, I will tell you. Again, I'm going to lay this flat on my working mat and line it up as best as I can. That was very crooked. Okay. I want to make sure it is down. Now my 1 inch sides again. Place it right up to that cardstock and pull that tape tight. Pull it tight and smooth. I'm pulling tight with my right hand. I'm smoothing with my left. Now I'm pulling tight with my left and smoothing with my right. This is what it looks like. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, hopefully you guys got the point. All right, making sure, because I don't want any humps on my edge, which that kind of did because I had it picked up, but it's not enough to make me undo it. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing, repetition, right? And we're going to pull that middle tight, pull and smooth, pull and smooth, pull and smooth. Wow, I got that way off. Pull and smooth, pull and smooth. Oops, I forgot to pull. Okay, this one, I don't know what I did over here, but I did something wonky. So we're just gonna cut this little piece off. What else? Okay. Wow, I did the same thing over here. Interesting. Okay, now we're taking our little 1 inch pieces and we are going around the sides. This would be the same thing with the cardstock. It'd be 1 inch by 1 inch. You're going to apply it to one side, corner it up, and again, pull tight and smooth. Pull tight and smooth. Okay. I'll cut off any of the excess or any of the craziness that I've done, but I just want to get these on there first. So when I'm not on camera, I'm way better. So this lid has taken me entirely too long. It did not take me this long to do this when I did the bottom. It's just when I'm on camera, I really feel like I have to slow it down and really, really teach it. But it does not take this long. Okay, so I put my other piece, and then I did find the way to easily take the backing off. If you just go like this with your thumb, it easily comes off. All right, so I'm gonna put the tape on this corner as well, and the same pull and smooth. All right, and pull and smooth. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to cut off all this wonkiness. I don't know what I did. The bottom box didn't have any of these extra tape on it, so I don't know what I did, but maybe because it was a lot smaller. I don't know. So I'm just going to cut that as nicely as I can. I probably should use an X-Acto knife. There we go. Okay. So typically with the paper hinges, you put the hinges on the inside of the box as well. I don't think I'm going to need to do that with the tape. I feel the tape is very sturdy. Like this box is not going anywhere. So, I mean, you definitely can if you wanted to. You're going to do the same thing. If you do paper hinges, you're 1 inch by, well, the bottom box will be by 2 inches. You're going to put your score tape on the outside of your mountain, and you're going to stick it inside like so. And that just reinforces it on the outside and the inside. But with this tape, I don't think I need that. I did have some overhang right here. So I think I'm good. But you would do that on the top and bottom. So let's see if our, oh, you know what? I did not make my lid bigger. I did it the exact same, so it's not going to work. Let's see if I can force it. Nope. There is no way I can force that. I completely forgot I needed to make my lid bigger. Okay, well, just wasted a bunch of P3 tape. Okay, so now that I'm done being angry with myself, you definitely need to make the lid bigger so it goes over your box. But because we're using the P3 tape, I am thinking I can just make this a hinged box, right? Okay, so I'm thinking what I can do is add tape to the back, and it can move up and down. Let's try this. So I'm going to cut my tape at 5.5, and hopefully, oops, sorry, this works. Okay, so 5.5. I'm going to do the same. Look at that. Look how much easier that is after all that struggling. Okay. All right. I'm going to pick this whole thing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it from the bottom. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, but here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna adhere the tape here, make sure there's no wrinkles. Okay. I'm gonna lay our exact measurement box on top here. Making sure it is completely even. And I'm gonna tape this up. Yes, it is going to work. Okay. So, right. I laid a piece down that I didn't want it to be laid down yet, because my box is crooked a little bit. Okay, so this is totally gonna work, and we did not waste our time nor our tape. All right, so I'm making sure my box is lining up perfectly. Pull in the middle, tape it down, pull towards the edge. Oh, pull towards the edge and smooth. Okay. I think we're all right. We are good. Okay, so we saved our box. So now we just have a box that opens like this. I am going to put another piece of tape on the inside just to make sure that it's not all floppy like this. And as you can see, I didn't varnish very well, but I need to make it straight. So I will do that off camera. Yeah, there you go. So if you make your lid the exact size, you can always just save it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.